Hey everybody, once again I'm here with another video game. I'm gonna do what I did with my Fortnite video, where I show you the ropes from a little experienced player. So this is Crossout. It's a game with the feel of Mad Max, but kinda with the mechanics of Simple Planes. So if you have any idea what those two, just mix them together, and that's what this is. So as soon as you open the game, you get this menu, and you really don't want to. The three main buttons you'll be using are these three. So you go to build, you make your car. So mine kind of looks like a van. It's got some six tires, and because they have a blowout, I have three shotguns. Now, if you want to access your storage, which is where your parts are from here, you're going to want to press tab, and that brings up this menu. And I have some weapons, wheels, cabins. Now, if you want to build anything in this game, you're going to have to put some frames down. Now, I want to preface all this by saying, yes, the game does give you some preset builds that you can just tack a gun on. But if you really want to get into it, you're going to want to go right here and you're going to want to pick out a frame. And you're going to start there. So, let's just say I pick out this frame. We're going to put the frame down. You're going to put maybe a few more frames down to have a big enough area. And then as soon as you put those frames down, you got two choices. You put your cabin, you put your wheels, and then you do the other one that you didn't do. Now, if you want to put anything else, you have to put your cabin first, because your cabin gives you energy. And energy is what powers your guns and a few other things. So, if you want to have a gun, you got to have a cabin. And if you want to have a lot of guns, you got to have good energy from your cabin. Now, I have three shotguns. And each type of gun, for the most part, uses a different amount of energy. So each of these shotguns uses 3 points of energy, and this cabin provides me with 9. So I get 3 shotguns on here. But if I was to switch it over to these machine guns, I'd be able to put 4 because they only take 2 energy. If I were to switch it over to this cannon, I'd only be able to put 1 because it takes 5. Now, some other little small parts that you may or may not want that take energy will be your boosters and your car jacks and your radars, your radiators, and a few other things. So car jacks, very simple. If you flip over, just press R and bada bing bada boom, you're back in the game. Avia booster. Any idea what the Batmobile is? It's a jet. It's a jet engine you can just tack on for a short burst of speed, or to help you accelerate faster. A radar extends the range you can see enemies, and the radiator lets you fire for longer. Alright, so now you may be looking at my sick color scheme. Brown and yellow. I know. And you may be like, well, I just got in the game because I paused your video and it's like black. Well, don't worry. As you level up, you unlock paint. So I have 3 right now. And you can get more. This is a fragment. I can't actually use that. You have to have a bunch of fragments to turn it into the paint. So, another thing you may notice while I'm here is this crate. Yes, you go to your storage to open your crates, and they're like CSGO crates in that they have a little wheel in the bottom and they spin, and they give you a variety of loot, but only one item from them. See, I just got another cabin. Now you'd be like, wait, I saw you already had 2 of those in your inventory plus you're using one. Why would you need 3 or 4? Well, good question, Jimmy. You need that because if you go to the factions, you can actually craft better weapons. And you need, for this one in particular, that specific type of cabin. Now, yes, Jimmy, it does seem difficult to understand, but trust me, it gets easy once you just kind of get the swing of things. Now, you may be seeing me scroll over this, and you may be like, well, what's your power score? Is that like how much energy you have for your guns? No, those are energy points. Power score, if you play a competitive game, it's like your SR, like Overwatch, or it's kind of like your rank in CS:GO. So that kind of lets you know how many parts and how powerful those parts are. So this cabin, it says 250 power score. That gives you 250 points. This gun, 360. And then these barely give you any. So your the majority of your power score comes from the cabin and guns. Now, if you kind of want to be cheaty about it, you can just tack a bunch of fuel barrels somewhere because they give you 120 power score. And why you would want fuel barrels, because as you saw when I put that, it says destruction explodes. Uh, you put 4 fuel barrels in there and you can get fuel to fill up this meter. And with that meter, you can hop into raids and get some interesting parts that you need to build those better weapons. Because you only get copper in raids. Now scrap, on the other hand, you get from everywhere. And as you can see, I have the perfect amount. 666. So now that we have the building underway, now you may be like, well, what's a test drive? Well, test drive is where you go really when you're waiting in queue and you don't want to be sitting there doing nothing. So test drive, you just roll out of your garage right there and you see an exact copy of your vehicle, so you can find its weaknesses. You can blow yourself up. So, and then if fighting a stationary version of your car is too easy, you can just press the O key if you're on keyboard, and you spawn 5 devils. No, not Satan. Devils. As in 3 bots with the one gun that are entirely too hard to kill when they gang up on you. So I'm just going to try to take out this one guy before I die real quick. Oh, he's dead. Alright, I'll probably be able to get one more if I play my cards right. Because most I've ever taken out's 3. And it's when I had like a cannon and a shotgun. Now you saw that car hop up, that's because he was flipped, so he either got himself up or a friend came over and hit him up. Oh yeah, so don't worry, if you don't have a jack, and someone drives by you, they can press R and flip you over. So it's kind of like, be nice to your teammates so they don't screw you over situation. And you're just sitting there for 30 seconds doing nothing. Now, one thing I will say that has happened to me before while we hop into this match is I got stuck in between like trees on the side of a mountain. Could not get out that entire match. I was useless. So be mindful of jumping off cliffs. If you see other people jumping off cliffs, it's probably safe if you do. Wait. In this game, if you see them still driving afterwards, but still just kind of keep an eye on it. So as a shotgunner, you're going to want to get up in their face. You want to play aggressive. You what, mate? What you say about me, mom? What? You what, mate? You what? You what, mate? You're just going to want to get right up in their face. You're just going to blah, 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 blah. That's the sound guns make where I live. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, as you can see, I have binded 2 different keys. And this is one of those situations I was talking about where you don't want to get. Lovely. And they're just flipping each other off. Return to garage. Well, that's Crossout, everybody. I know I just said the name of the game now, but have fun, and if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and I will read them and respond if it deserves a response. Still working on the outro, so I'm just going to say goodbye. See you Friday. That's not the right key. I need to hit this.